Hello guys, welcome back to another episode with Indulge with Sophie. I'm your host Sophie and I have my special guest.
Hi. Hi guys, my name is Mia. You can find me online on all the platforms, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, blah blah blah. All of them at IamMia1 or IamMia1_, something like that. You can find me in all those places.
So, since Mia is British, just like I am originally, I don't know anymore. We're having a debate, like, can I still claim it or not? To be true to the British tradition, or what people usually think about Brits, besides thinking we have bad teeth, we don't. We're gonna have some tea. We're gonna do tea time.
I love that. I love that.
So we have some different ones to choose from. The Black Earl Grey.
I've actually never had any of these teas before, which is so funny because we're here being like, because we're British, we're gonna drink tea, but I've actually never had any of these flavors before. So I'm just gonna try it. Chamomile and lavender.
That might put you to sleep.
Right? Supports relaxation. I'm already quite relaxed, but why not? Why not?
My favorite is actually hibiscus.
Really?
It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a flower, but it tastes like tart, like as if it's a berry.
If I drink tea normally, I like a fruit tea. Normally, I will drink like a strawberry tea or something like that. I actually have never used a sugar cube before as well.
No?
No, I'm just trying to think of what we use. And it's always been, I just get it out of the bag. To be honest, I'm not a very experienced tea drinker, I will say. I really am not.
So are you really British? Who's a British one?
Right? Right, you drink more tea than me. Like, maybe you can claim it back.
So, since we're doing tea time, we're gonna spill some of the tea.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yes, I'm gonna ask you some questions. So first question is, since you do social media for work, what would you be doing if you weren't doing social media?
Well, I would say, first of all, I'd probably be broke because that's what I was before social media. So I'd probably be broke.
And depressed.
And depressed. Yeah, that's definitely true. I don't know, because I have had a few different jobs growing up, like as I got into the working world and everything. I've had a few different jobs and none of them really stuck as something that I would say I would have done for the rest of my life.
What were those jobs?
So I was a travel agent for some time. I really enjoyed that, selling people holidays. That was really nice. I might have gone back to that one because that was really fun. The pay was just terrible. That's why I left it, because the pay was terrible. It was really not worth the money. But I don't know, maybe I'd probably, if it wasn't social media, but it was like in a good direction, it probably would have ended up in travel, something like that, because I love traveling so much. So yeah, probably something like that. But I would choose social media over any of the other options, to be honest. I love doing social media. I love it.
So, speaking of social media, I really love watching things about psychological things, philosophical things. And I came across a video and it says you can ask a person certain questions and you can learn certain answers through those answers. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions, okay? The first one is, what is your favorite color? And 3 deep, meaningful reasons why that's your favorite color.
Wow, okay. Usually I'm just like, pink. And then that's the question answered. Okay, yeah, pink is my favorite color. I love pink. I will say, it's funny though, because I feel like I do have the answers to this, but I've never really thought about them and never spoken about why. But for me, it was like kind of accepting me for me. That's one of the reasons. And that's because I feel like I didn't want pink to be my favorite color when I was like maybe I think when I was like 13, because I thought it was too girly. I didn't want to tell people pink was my favorite color because I'm a girl. They'd be like, of course. But then after some time, I realized pink is my favorite color. It's my favorite color, and I want to say it's my favorite color. So that's one reason. The next reason would probably be because pink is very pretty, and I feel like it's very bright. It's a very happy color, and that's always what I feel like I want to give off. You know, I want to give off a bright, pretty energy. It's very bright. Yeah, I like it. So that's another one for sure. That's the energy that I want to give off. And then I like how controversial it is as well, because some people hate pink. They will not want pink to be anything. And I love that. I love that it's controversial. Some people are like, oh, the color pink, no thank you. And I find apparently I love drama, so yeah.
Okay, I like those answers. Okay, your second question is, what's your favorite animal, or the first animal that comes to mind, and 3 deep reasons why?
Okay.
Meaningful.
Okay. My favorite animal would have to be a lion. The first one I feel like it's obvious, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just because it's my reason. But I just love how fierce they are. And again, that's how I'd like to be perceived, as fierce in a good way, not in a bad way. Not fierce like scary fierce, but fierce like strong and like powerful. I just love that that's what they are. And yeah, I really like that. Another reason I would say is because if you know with lions, it's the female lions that go and do all the hunting and basically run the stuff, and the male lions just lay around doing whatever. They just make the babies and then that's it. So I guess that's another reason. I love that the women are the more like dominant of lions. I guess that would be another reason why. And because my favorite movie is Lion King. So it brings me back to my childhood as well. I feel like I loved Lion King growing up. And so it's just become my favorite animal because it makes me think of my childhood, and that makes me happy.
Okay. No.
I love where we're going with this. I'm answering and I'm like nervous to find out the result of like why I'm like this or something.
Right. No, your answers are really good.
Thank you.
So the third question is, what would be your favorite body of water? Now this can be anything from a bottle of water. It could be somewhere where you vacation, somewhere you wanted to go, somewhere you've experienced or you'd like to. It gives you a certain feeling and stuff. And so 3 deep, meaningful reasons why. Or close to 3.
That's a really good question. I think there's like 3 options that I'm like struggling with. I'm like, it's either that one, or that one. I will go for, I'll go for the biggest one, like an ocean. Okay. I would choose that because I feel like in a similar way to the other things, it's like, I love how intimidating it is, the ocean. It's a scary place. So I love that. I don't know why I feel like I love controversial and intimidating and scary things. Like I feel like I love liking them. But I'm not really sure why. But I love how intimidating the ocean is. I love how pretty it is. It's so pretty that like who has not ever taken a picture of the ocean at some point in their life, because it always looks so good. So there's that too. And I love what you can do with it. I love how you can be on a boat on the ocean. You can go somewhere on a boat, you can swim in it. There's life in it. You can pee in it.
Multifaceted.
Yeah, it's dynamic.
Right, multiple uses. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So those questions. So the first question was, what would be your favorite color and why? And the question really translates to, what's your personality and how would people describe you?
Okay.
or how would you want to be portrayed? So from your answers, you said I take it as authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
So you said that you toiled with liking pink because everyone would be like, of course you like pink, it's girly. So I feel like you want to portray yourself as authentic, and that's how others do. Also, it's pretty and bright, has a pretty and bright energy. I can say that's true. This has been lovely. Yeah. And then the third thing is controversial. So the way your personality would be described would be pretty, bright, authentic, and with some controversy.
Yeah.
Add a little spice.
Yeah, there is a bit of spice for sure. I feel like with what I do with my life can be controversial to some people. So, okay, I like that one.
Okay. And then the second question was, what's your favorite animal, an animal you think of? Really, that question was your ideal partner. So, from
Did I just say a lion? So, the male lion who just lays around and does nothing?
Well, it wouldn't be, since you were more so talking about the female lion, it would translate to you like a partner that's fierce. Not in an intimidating way, but in a good, fierce way. And that you like someone that gets things done. You know?
Okay.
That goes out and hunts and brings whatnot, gets things done.
That sounds about right.
And then what was the other thing you said?
The body of water.
No, about the lion.
I did say I like how scary they, like intimidating, scary,
yeah,
but not in a bad way, just powerful.
Yeah,
and
like powerful.
And then I love how the women do the most. And Lion King.
Oh yes, the Lion King. So I feel like because you said the Lion King, that's why you like the lions, and it brings you back to your childhood. I think that translates to you saying you want someone that like feels like home, like the happy part of your childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, so the third question. What was your favorite body of water? And you said the ocean. It actually describes your sexuality and a sexual experience with you.
Okay.
So you said you like the ocean because it can be intimidating. Oh.
I did say that.
And it's pretty that anyone that stopped by and seen the ocean would take a picture. So it's, I would take that as like, it's just a beautiful experience. Like, you're in awe, and it can be scary because like it can be an intimidating experience. And then you gave me R. Kelly vibes when you said you could pee in it. I was like, oh.
I should have stopped right before that comment.
Okay, Mia.
Oh my God.
So speaking of R. Kelly and peeing on things, what is one of the freakiest things that you said you would think most people wouldn't enjoy, but you...
That I enjoy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it could be odd.
Okay, freakiest things that I enjoy. Well, I like to distance myself from R. Kelly for sure.
Yeah.
It's not on that kind of vibes.
We're not in the closet.
No. I don't know, you know. I think I always say I'm very vanilla. Like, I don't do a lot, but I would say, I know some people don't like this, so I guess I'll go with this, is I really like dirty talk. Like, that for me is like the key to it all. But I know there are some people who are like, they say like, don't talk to me. They want to be in their own mind.
Yeah.
They don't want the other person to interrupt their thought process. But for me, I'm like, interrupt my thought process.
So can you give us an example of what you would like to be heard said?
I'm gonna need more of this tea. This needs to be tequila for sure. I'm drinking lavender tea, about to talk sexy.
Okay, get relaxed. Like me.
Okay. I would say it's more just about like the I'm trying to think. It can be simple. It can be simple as just like, you know, do you like that? Do you like how I'm doing that? Does that feel good? Like, it can be very simple, just as long as I'm not able to talk about I can't think about anything else in that moment other than what they're saying to me. So yeah, something like, do you like that? Does that feel good? You could probably get a bit more. So sometimes though, I feel like depending on the mood I'm in, like, you can ask me if I'm your slut. Oh. But that's sexy sometimes, and other times it would just make me want to laugh.
Right? I don't like being asked, whose is it? I'm like, it's not yours. I'm just sharing it right now.
You're just getting a little piece.
Right?
Yeah, no, I think I do like that one though. Yeah. It's all yours. It's all yours.
Right. I think usually if a man tries to talk, I'm like, shut up. Stop, you're ruining it. But one time I really enjoyed it. He actually had a British accent.
Okay, I guess that was why.
And he said, good girl. I didn't know how to praise kink.
You didn't until that moment.
No, I was like, good girl.
I love that. Do you see what I mean though? It's like in the moment. That's why, like, sometimes you might say it and it will make me laugh because it just sounds so ridiculous. But if you get me in the right mood, it makes the whole night. So,
and the right person, because if it's someone that's like doing everything wrong, they're like talking like, oh, okay, we need to
be quiet. Close your mouth.
This never happened. Like Black and Men, like what's it called? Men in Black. Ding, erase this from your memory. Not happening again. Yeah. Okay. So another question is, if you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
For me, I think I would want to be invisible, 100%. That's always been my answer. I've never wanted any other superpower because I feel like I can be quite nosy. I want to know what's going on. I don't want to be involved in what's going on, but I want to know what's going on. I need to be in the know. I want to know all the details. I want to know what I'm missing out on. What don't I know? So for me, invisible, yeah. I would just want to be able to be in any room without being seen.
Yeah? Mine's completely opposite.
I can imagine. I feel like she'd be like, fuck that. I don't want to be invisible. I want to be in the middle of the room.
Right. I feel like I would want to have like supersonic powers. Like if I just like, poof, the whole wall just poof. If I run and jump, like I'm hopping over buildings.
I want to know though, like, how does that benefit you?
It would just be so fun. I don't know. Like, hey guys, watch this. You know, I don't know. It would just be so fun. And then like, I don't know. I think it's just like being the like superhero.
Okay.
In an aspect.
Yeah. Fun. It'll bring enjoyment to your life. Yeah.
So, oh yeah, you want to do that? Like, knock out like 10 people at the same time.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, moving onward. Have you ever been on a bad date? And how did you get yourself out of that situation? Or if you were to be on a bad date, how would you get yourself out of that situation?
Okay, so I have been on a bad date, but I'm sad to say I didn't get out of it. I just had to run it to the end. It just kept going, and then eventually it was time to leave. But if I don't want to be the typical, like, I would go to the bathroom and then leave and blah, blah, because I don't want to leave, like, if it's a bad date because of the other person, I don't want to give them a reason to blame it on me, if you know what I mean. If I leave and they have to cover the bill because of blah, 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 then I'm the bad guy then, not them. So I don't know, you know? I don't know, because I feel like I know what I want to say, but I'll probably just sit there till the end.
Really?
Yeah. I'm such someone that would just be like, I mean, if there's food involved, I'll just eat the food.
Right. Like, this mac and cheese is worth it.
Right. I'll just stay just to eat more food, and then they'll probably cover the bill at the end anyway. So just eat the food. Maybe maybe I wouldn't get out of it physically, but I'd get out of it mentally. Maybe I would drink a lot too. Eat and drink a lot.
Yeah, I would just text someone and be like, call me hysterically. I'm going to put you on speaker. Say you need me right away.
Yeah, that is a good one. I feel like, because that is like, you can't, even though it's fake, you can't accuse the person of saying it was fake.
Right?
Like, you can't. You have to just be like, it's okay, go.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Will we see each other again? No.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like luckily I haven't been on many bad dates, so there haven't really been, it's not like it's a regular occurrence that I've had to think about. I feel quite lucky in that sense.
No, I gotta say, I think I was only on a date with a guy and it was strange, okay? This might sound like bizarre, but I was trying to transition like into white guys, like going from black men to white guys. So I was like, let me get a really corny Steve Urkel black guy. So it's like, you know, you ding, ding, ding. So I'll ease my way back in to vanilla, okay? And this man, like, he was like a corporate guy. I think businessmen are the strangest. They gotta be the strangest, like, freakiest, weird people.
They're like robots.
No, yeah, but so in their work life is very boring, but I think in their private life they're so weird. So he knew that I had kids, right? And he was like, I can tell that you feel really comfortable with me, and I'm thinking, no, I'm just nice to everyone. Like, it's nothing to do with you. And then he was like, I could see you laying on the floor coloring in a coloring book. I'm like,
what?
He's like, you probably do it with your kids. I'm like, not really. Like, no.
Laying on the floor, coloring in a coloring book.
And then so he's like easing his way in. So I'm like, what? And he starts saying he's into daddy dominatrix, where the girl dresses up like a little like a girl, like, in like a little schoolgirl thing, and he's a daddy dom. I was like, I am as childish as they come. If anything, I need to get into like adult dominatrix. I need to start acting more like an adult, like not a child.
Yeah, no, that one doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, so I was like, no more corny black men ever again. I'm not doing that.
So you transitioned
back.
Yeah.
I detransitioned. I was like, bring me the hood, brothers.
And how is that going?
It's not. It's traumatic.
Maybe it's just men in general.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I do believe that sexuality is not a choice, because I wouldn't be attracted to men.
Yeah, I do. That's definitely a great argument for why it's not a choice.
But I do love the good men. I love the good guys. Like simps. What are your views on simps? So they're always like, there's like a negative thing about simps, but I love simps.
Yeah, I think it depends on just on how far they go. There's what some people call a simp is so not a simp.
A good guy.
Yeah, it's just a regularly good guy, or someone that, like, they'll see a man compliment a woman who's not his girlfriend or not his wife or anything, and they just immediately call him a simp for giving a woman a compliment, and that's not a simp.
I'm like,
that's
you're a gentleman.
I don't know. For me, you'd have to go so far to be a simp. It's not someone who is just a genuinely nice guy. So I don't know, but I don't think I'd be attracted to someone who is overly, like, what's the word? Simpish? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is. So only because I'm like, I don't know. After some time, you don't need to be like that. Like, I also want to, I don't know how to describe it, but you can give me all the compliments and everything, like the normal stuff. But after some time, like, it's just too much.
Yeah, I think when someone's overly nice, in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm about to destroy your world. I can take advantage of you. But I like when someone has a little authority in them. So I'm like, oh, you just put me in my place. Okay. I'm not used to that. You know,
I love that.
So I think what you're saying is that you like it when someone does it, but not to a point where you're like, okay,
Yeah, please
All right.
stop now. This is
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah, you're creeping me out.
Embarrassing themselves, yeah.
Well, that was our tea time for today. We got the lovely Mia.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. It's been such a lovely experience. Again, guys, make sure you follow Mia on all her social media platforms. She's been so lovely, like honestly, so great.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate you guys being here with us today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, leave some questions in here for anything you would like to hear next time. And again, thanks for being here. Bye.
Bye.